When people talk about London these days, you hear all sorts of things. Crime, chaos, danger. But I wanted to see it for myself, so I walked from Elephant and Castle all the way to Victoria Station, just to talk to locals about how they really feel about living here. Is London as dangerous as what people say? Or are we just seeing what the internet wants us to see? Let's find out. Right, so here we are, Elephant and Castle, one of London's most dangerous estates. The plan is to walk back to Victoria Station where I got the bus from, and speak to people along the way, find out how they feel about London, are the streets safe or not, and their thoughts on what's happened recently. I tell you what, every 2 minutes I'm seeing this. Undercover cars. Flipping, bro. Every 2 minutes. So let's say there's some kind of major incident every 2 minutes. Another one. I'm doing a YouTube video about the streets of London and how people feel, how safe they feel on the streets.
Oh, yeah.
Would you be willing to just share 2 minutes with me? Just how your thoughts and feelings on the city? Because obviously, so I'm from Wales, right?
Yeah.
And in Wales, well, if you're not from London, I guess even if you are, all you hear about obviously is stabbings and violence and things like that. So today I'm on the streets of London to find out, is it as bad as, people's perception maybe? Because, for instance, me coming here, I was anxious, very anxious to do this,
Really?
Well, I'm carrying this around. All it takes is a group to spot me,
Carrying that around, you're asking for it.
Yeah, it's kind of putting a target on my back.
But no, I don't feel nervous.
You don't feel nervous walking?
No, we're always walking around. We're always getting about. No, never had any trouble really.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's nothing.
What
really.
about the more dangerous areas? Obviously, we're just outside of Elephant and Castle right now.
Yeah.
What about areas like Croydon, Camden?
No, I don't.
No. You think it's more hype and more just talk that makes it worse?
Just chat, really.
Yeah. And then that gets into.
Friendly.
And then that gets into people's heads, and then it's stuck with them because they don't know the real London.
I think so. Yeah.
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 There we are.
Maybe a bit of racism as well, to be honest with you.
For whites on blacks.
Yeah.
So yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah, but no, I've never had a problem. We've been living in Peckham for 3 years.
Peckham, yeah, that's the other one I was going to say. Yeah.
But we've never had a problem once.
Right. Wow. Well, I'm honestly surprised. So you've never seen any? Have you always lived in London?
Well, no, I've lived in South West, so quite far out. But then we've moved to Peckham. Obviously, you see dodgy stuff going on, but
you've never witnessed any kind of real gang violence or nothing like that.
I'm sure it happens.
But you just haven't seen it.
Stay out of trouble.
So it's because people on the outside of London have the perception that basically the entire of London is basically a war zone with just people, stabbing each other every day.
Yeah. No,
that's the perception that I would say.
Really, yeah.
And in the comments, let me know if that's your perception of London, because that's basically my perception of London. Safe all around, you would say pretty much more safe than dangerous.
Yeah, just don't be stupid as well.
Yeah, of course. If you're asking for trouble, then you're going to get it. Wherever you're from. So, out of curiosity, are you political at all? I'm not, by the way. I'm not.
Yeah, I am. I guess. Yeah.
Would you say you're more left wing?
Yeah, definitely left.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Sure.
Right. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you very much, man. Sorry, what's your name again? Connor.
Nice to meet
you, brother. Jamie, right?
Good one.
Take care, mate. So that was Connor. I forgot to ask his age, but relatively young, probably about 25. I would say he had a fairly positive view on London, as opposed to a negative or even neutral. I'm fucking sweating from this war. I think that was a good chat. So coming up to Westminster Bridge now, you can see Big Ben. There's going to be plenty of people to speak to. And I'm actually looking forward to the responses. Let's ask these officers. Officers, can I just ask one quick question? So I'm not from London, right? I'm not from London.
Yeah.
The perception on the outside of London is that London's highly dangerous. There's so much knife crime and all this kind of stuff. The perception is basically, like there's stabbings every day and it's just a war zone. I spoke to one or two people. They've said that it's not quite like that. It's not as bad as what the perception may be. Do you agree with that, or would you say it?
We only work in here normally,
right?
So we patrol this,
and it's more touristy as well.
So
it's this part.
We don't deal with a great deal.
Right, but this area probably isn't dangerous because it's more touristy, isn't it?
Yeah.
But overall, would you say that from the outside of London, that the perception is maybe it's too hyped, and it's because of like hearsay or the news or whatever, that people have that perception that it's so dangerous?
It depends on the person.
Because for me, coming here today, I was anxious about being stabbed, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe not being stabbed, but because I'm carrying this around, maybe targeted to take this off me or whatever, you know. But I'll be honest, I just walked from Elephant and Castle because I know that's meant to be one of the roughest areas.
How do you feel walking around London?
I feel okay. I feel okay now, especially coming here. I feel a lot better.
Where did you grow up?
Wales, Newport.
Yeah.
Wales, and that's quite rough. Wales, Newport is quite rough. But nothing compared to London. I mean, London is...
Similarities or...
There's some similarities, but London is so big, it's hard to compare. I mean, like, London is the size of basically every city in Wales, times 3, all put together.
I think
you
the
know?
biggest thing is people's perception.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I want the viewers to know, is that the perception of London is, like, extremely bad.
Yeah.
And maybe in here today I can clarify that it isn't extremely bad.
Yeah.
It may be quite bad or bad-ish, but it's not, you're not going to see, stabbing there, stabbing, it's not as, So would you say that it's not as bad as people may think, overall?
From my experience from around here, no, and even when I've worked in other places in London.
Yeah.
Have
you always been London-based? Are you from London?
No, I don't live in London.
Right, okay. So you wouldn't say it's like, it's not
I
like a
wouldn't
war zone
I
where...
wouldn't discourage people from coming here.
Right,
for that
okay,
reason.
perfect. Thank you, lads.
Have a good day.
Cheers. Well, you heard it from officers there. Probably one of the best, kind of people to speak to. I tried my best to word what I wanted to say. I kind of stuttered and, didn't get it out as right as I wanted to, as fluent, but I think we kind of got the picture. Wow, surrounded by kids here. Yeah, this is a main area here. Statue of Churchill. I'll be honest. I've only been walking. Trust me to be the only one that runs across the road. Fucking hell. Can't help myself. I would, to be honest, I mean, maybe if I'm walking through Croydon on my own with a camera, or Hackney or something, maybe I'd feel a bit different, but I feel okay. I would say so far the perception, obviously we've got to speak to people and find out more, but yeah, you come to London, I guess it depends on what area, but you're highly unlikely to see any kind of major incident, although there's cop cars going past with blue lights on and undercover cars every 2 minutes, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out more. Courage calls to courage everywhere. Millicent Garrett Fawcett. I did just speak to someone, but he's from Germany. There's a lot of tourists, that's the problem. I should have realised that around this area it's mainly going to be fucking tourists, isn't it? That's some wicked fucking architecture, that. That's pretty fucking cool, man. I think the best architecture I've seen on a building was probably Notre Dame in Paris. Although that is fucking pretty cool, man. Anyway, let's find some fucking Londoners. The perception on the outside of London is that it's like a war zone. Is the perception of that, is that too much to say, or?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it? Or like any crime and things like that?
Not as they say on
Because
the
that's what
news.
people are saying to me, that it's not as, it's not as extreme as it's made out, on the media, see. So that's why I'm here today, to find out, is it that bad? Obviously there's an instant.
Personally, I haven't seen it, but
Right.
everyone's got their own way of
And their own stories,
perceiving
and they've seen
what they're
things.
seeing on
Yeah.
TV. Now, what you're seeing is probably not localised to one area. You're seeing,
Of course, it's all
loads of
over,
different
yeah.
bits all over the
And
place.
London's fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's a big city, so yeah.
So I can honestly say I haven't seen it personally.
Right, and you sound London based, you sound like
I'm
you're...
London-based.
Yeah,
I'm
you've
London.
lived all your life.
Yeah.
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 So it's...
I'm not doing
I'm Wales. I'm Welsh, by the way. Anyway, take care, mate. Nice to meet you, brother. Nice to meet you. Have a good day, right? Take care, mate. I'm not sure what you meant by I'm not doing that. Let me know in the comments if you know what he meant. I didn't know if he was expecting me to tell him to tell you to subscribe and like or whatever, or oh, and by the way, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Help me out a lot so that I can continue to keep doing this. It's a dream for me to build my own YouTube channel and travel the world and, you know, document things and whatever. So, but yeah, I'm not sure what he meant by that. Let me know what he may have meant. I'm not doing that, he said, and he laughed. I laughed because it was like an awkward laugh, so I didn't know what he meant. But there we are, on to the next. Right, we got Archie here, London-based boy all his life. How old are you, mate?
15.
15, right, 2 seconds. So, on the outside of London, right, I'm from Wales, right? On the outside of London, if you're not from London, the whole perception of London is basically that it's like extremely dangerous, that you're, you know, it's possible you'll get stabbed and things like that. Do you think that, in your experience, is it as bad as what people like may think, or
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah, I've encountered it many times.
Right, you have, okay,
Yeah.
because a couple of people I've spoken to already are saying the opposite.
Really?
Believe it or not, yeah, I'm surprised. But so what part of London are you from for a start?
West.
West.
Yeah.
So what have you seen? Like, what have you experienced then to say that?
I've nearly been robbed about 7 times.
Right. I suppose it is the younger groups as well, like
Yeah.
your age and early 20s, I imagine.
Yeah, it's usually like teenagers. it would
Yeah.
happen to. And I've been hit over the head a few times as well.
Fucking hell, with weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any? Have you seen anyone carrying knives ever?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has there ever been incidents in your school?
Yeah, that has.
Yeah, knives.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. So apart from obviously you being assaulted and robbed,
Yeah.
have you seen like any other instances happen to other people?
Yeah. A few of my mates have as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And you find it's usually your age group roughly. Right. Okay. Nice one, brother. Thank you, mate. Have a good day. Right. Take care. Well, I mean, he's obviously had a different opinion to the rest of the people I've spoken to, including the officers, but he's also a different age group. And I mean, I gathered it is more the youth that kind of carry knives and things like that. But we got two sides of the argument there now. Delius here, he's not London born, but he's been here for 20 years. So, Delius, would you say that the perception on the outside of London is that London is like extremely dangerous, that, you know, you might possibly get stabbed, all that kind of stuff? Have you witnessed any of that in your 20 years here?
No.
No?
No, but
You've, no? So nothing's ever happened to you, you've never seen anything? No?
Nah.
Fair enough. I mean, I'll be honest, that's what most people have said, which I'm surprised at, because like I said, the perception is that London is extremely dangerous. But you'd say,
Well, yeah, youngster there.
the youngsters.
But,
Yeah. The youngsters, yeah. Well, funny you say that, because the only person that I spoke to that said that they've seen stuff and that it is quite bad was youngsters.
Yeah.
So so just the youth, you would say, really.
Yeah.
The youth is the problem. And so would you agree that the perception of London, that it's that bad, is wrong, that it's not that bad?
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Well, he's
Perfect.
working good.
Right. Perfect. Thank you, mate. Have a good day. So yeah, I mean, that again shows that, like you said, the youngsters, which is immaturity, innit? And I guess that's in every city in the UK. I'm starting to think that maybe London only has such a bad rep. And you've got to think, there's so many people in London. I can't remember if I've already said or not, but London is basically all the cities in Wales times about 4 all put together. So if you put all the crime stats of Wales times 4 together, are they better or worse than London? You know, they're probably going to be worse or just as bad. You know, so I'm starting to think London doesn't deserve the bad rep that it gets. Some kind of police activity here. What are they saying? So we've got Cloudy here. How long have you lived in London, mate?
10 years.
10 years. So in your opinion, right, have you witnessed anything like, you know, any kind of knife crime, any kind of violence in your time in London?
I didn't see it happening in my face, but yeah, I would pop up there after a few minutes or whatever. I've seen even crimes, even
Is it?
drug dealings, and
Yeah?
Yep.
But any like knife crime?
I'm not coming out in the night so often, so
Right, yeah. Have you had like groups of friends that have been attacked with knives or anything like that?
yeah, nicking their phones or
Right,
beat
yeah,
them,
yeah.
or
Yeah. Okay.
Some of them they have some bad
So-
experience.
As I said off camera, the perception on the outside of London, like I'm from Wales, so the perception, say in Wales, is that like London is extremely dangerous and all that. Would you say that it is extremely dangerous, or not that bad? It's not as bad as
It
people.
is, but depends with what kind of people you involve, where you're going, what you are
For
doing.
the average person,
It is.
it's still dangerous for the average person.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. You have to be careful. Look
Right.
after yourself always.
Right. What area of London are you from?
Anfield. Anfield.
Anfield.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a place in London.
Right. It's on foreign, man.
Right. Okay. Is that west, safe, north, east? What? You don't know?
Every area has his own bad people. And,
Yeah.
But depends. Yeah, there are some areas that are
Quite dangerous.
rough and dangerous.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
you said.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you for your
No
time.
worries. Have a good day.
Take care,
All right,
brother.
take care.
Take care, mate. Well, it wasn't actually comfortable getting on camera, but we got him on. I guess he had like a mixed opinion there, didn't he? It's quite interesting what people say from different, you know, they're not, it's not filming you, don't worry. It's quite interesting to hear what people say, because obviously he's not London born, and neither was the guy before him. Yeah, I mean, despite what he has just said and what that young lad said, I kind of get a sense that it's not as bad as people make it. Like, put it this way, I came here today doing this. I was right to be anxious in Elephant and Castle based on what I've heard, but even there, going back there, say if I come here another day, I won't feel that anxiety again, you know? Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't walk through there, you know, willy-nilly doing this at 3 o'clock in the morning. But at the same time, I'm swaying more to the side of London isn't as bad as what people say. As the days progressed, I have felt more comfortable here, so let's see who else we can speak to before we get on the train back home. So I did just speak to someone who was homeless, and I asked him if he would, you know, I told him what I'm doing, and he basically told me off camera he didn't want to be on camera, but he said that, and the reason why he didn't want to be on camera is he was concerned for his safety. But I guess that's being on the streets. Like the guy said, can't think where he's from now, the guy before him who spoke, he kind of said, you know, it depends who you're involved with, and I guess on the streets in any city, I'll say, is dangerous, you know, so, because you're in the wrong crowd, you're amongst addicts and thieves and, you know, people in and out of prison, so it's not going to be safe for people on the streets, is it? But we've had a mixed opinion, I guess, overall. But my thoughts and feelings, given how I feel, what I've seen, obviously it's been daylight, by the way, but yeah, everything I've seen and people I've spoken to, and I would say it's relatively safe. I feel a lot less anxious about coming to London myself now, and even Elephant and Castle, which we didn't actually get to see much of. I was quite anxious at the beginning, to be honest with you. Concerned, you know, as most people probably would be for the first time coming to London. But I say first time, it's actually my second time. The first time I got arrested and was taken in at the police station that I showed you earlier, that you've seen earlier. And that's why I went there today, to get my phone. And I was released at 2:30 in the morning, and I had to find my way from Elephant and Castle. The walk we just done today, obviously I've skipped parts you haven't seen, but the walk I've just done today is what I had to do at 2 o'clock in the morning a couple of months ago. Yeah, on a Saturday night, without my phone, had to find my way back here, Victoria Station, and I absolutely shit myself. Would I shit myself again walking from Elephant and Castle 2 o'clock in the morning here? No, but I would still be concerned given it's that time. And but that goes for any city in the world, you know. Overall, London isn't as bad as what they say. To the next one. Oh, subscribe and like if you haven't already. Leave me a comment on anything you may want to ask or any opinion you've had for this episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.